We're in the Football League. It's the start of my 6th season in charge of Chumps City, and we have finally made it to League 2. For those of you that have watched the last few videos, you'll know that already. But if you're joining me in this 6th season for the first time, I have made it into League 2 with Chumps City, and it's the first day of the season today. We're taking on Port Vale away from home, and I think we'll do another game as well, because we've got Wolves in the Capital One Cup in 2 days' time, so my team's going to be knackered for that game, and we'll probably lose against them because they're obviously a stronger team than us. I don't know where they are. They're in the Championship, so obviously they're 2 divisions above us, and the strongest team we've come up against so far in the series. In fact, the highest ranked team, apart from friendlies and that sort of thing. And we had a very good pre-season. I'll show you the pre-season results, then I'll show you my transfers, then we get on with the first game. But yeah, we've had a good pre-season. We're unbeaten. We started off with a 6-2 win against the under-18s, 2-2 draw against the under-21s, not so good there. 1-0 win against North Ferriby, then a draw against the Belgian Pro League team KV in Mechelen. A 1-1 draw, very good result. 5-1 win against local rivals Witham. Then a 1-1 draw against Blackburn, very good result, and a 2-2 draw against our new parent club Rochdale, who are in the Championship, so that was a good result as well. So very good pre-season, very happy with that. So the team is looking rather different now, you can see. There's loads of loan signings, and the problem is you can only play 5 at one time, and I've got 9, I think. So obviously some players are going to have to miss out. But I need strength and depth to alternate, because it's a long old season. There's obviously 46 games in League 2, is that right? Yeah, 46 games. Then you've got the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Johnston's Paint Trophy. So it's important to have lots of strength in depth. So transfer-wise, I will show you what we've been doing. Now we're a professional club, it meant I could spend more money. I've actually still got some money left over in wages. Haven't got any money to spend on actual transfers as usual, but I have been able to sign lots of players. Lots of players going out of the club. Graham Montgomery, old, not so good now. Ross Jenkins, old, not so good now. Craig Purvis wasn't really good enough, even though he was just a backup keeper. Caelan Hines has eventually gone, the striker that hardly ever played for me and I just loaned out. Harrison Bennett, quite young, but don't think he's going to develop. David Popper didn't really do anything for me. Ndongala decided to let him go because he wanted too much money and he wasn't really good enough anyway. Sean Gannon, not good enough. Girdlestone's gone to Ultranum on a free. Finally let him go. He was a good servant to me for 5 years. And Tyler Reid I decided to let go on a free because I've brought in better right backs coming into the team. Lots of loan players, like I said. So first of all, Paul Mitchell on loan from Reading. Very good striker by the looks of it. He's got good dribbling and good sort of poacher stats as well, attributes as well, that is necessary for hopefully scoring lots of goals. Can play attacking midfield as well, but I'm going to be playing him up front as my main striker. I hope he does it for me, because I'm pinning my hopes on him really. Maybe we'll try and find another striker before the end of the transfer window. We'll see. I've also signed Stuart Warren back on loan. He's going to be him and Muggleton will fight it out for the left back position. Probably will be Muggleton because of his amazing season last season, but it's good to have 2 very strong left backs, and West Ham allowed me to sign him again. He's got really good pace if you look there. Pace and acceleration, very good. Good physicals and good. He's actually got okay long throws as well, but Muggleton's obviously better with 18 on long throws. Let's go back to transfers then. So next up, Paul Faulkner on loan from Southampton. Really good signing, I think. He's a good left-sided midfielder. I'm going to be playing him in the more advanced winger position because that's what my tactic is. And he's had a good pre-season. I think he scored a goal and got 4 assists. Yes, good average rating. He looks good because he's got sort of good enough attributes for what I need. So he's got good crossing, dribbling, first touch, which is always helpful at this level. Decent physicals as well. Good work rate and technique. Passing not so good, but he's going to be mainly crossing the ball in hopefully for me. Next up, I've signed David Symington. He was the guy that was at Oxford who got the most assists last season in the conference, and I faced in the playoff final and managed to prevent him from creating anything. I think he's my most paid. He's got the highest wage out of any players, on 1k a week. Obviously now I'm offering full-time contracts, which has been a bit of a problem because some players take advantage of that and want too much money. But I have given new contracts to a lot of my own players, and they didn't want much more. It's like 100 to 150, 200 pound more a week maximum, which isn't bad considering they're going from part-time to full-time. So I'm fine with that. I've given my main players new contracts, and others are still on part-time contracts. And Pigden and Manel are still on non-contract, so they'll only be paid when they actually play, and we're in League 2, remember. So yeah, Symington I'm hoping will be a good player. He had an amazing season last season for Oxford with 18 assists and 9 goals. He's got good free kicks, he's got good sort of I don't know what he's got good at apart from free kicks, and long shots very good. I thought his crossing was better. It's not great, but I don't know, maybe I've sort of spent a bit too much on him, but he had a very good season last season, so I've taken a gamble on him. He was a free, it's just I'm paying quite a bit in wages, so let's hope he performs well for me. Next up, a guy on loan from Liverpool, Danish person, Jonas Clausen, is going to be playing. So it's him and Symington fighting it out for the right back position. This guy's actually better, so even though I'm spending no money on him a week, and I've got him on a free for the whole year on loan, he's better in a way. So yeah, I think he could be a good player for me. He's had an okay pre-season, not spectacular, but he is young, and that's the problem with loan players. They're all young, and they don't necessarily all gel together, and you're relying on players that don't really play for you. They're trying to they are trying to impress their parent club, their home club, and they don't always come off. They can be a bit of a gamble, loan signings. I'm sure those of you that support League 2, League 1 teams know this full well, that loan players they may be like star youth players and expected to shine in the future, but they don't always do it out on loan. It doesn't always happen for them. Next up, John Lewis, but without the H. So yeah, maybe he's related to Harry Lewis, who knows. So he is a centre-back. I've signed lots of loan players who are centre-backs and defenders, which I don't know is a good thing or not, but hopefully they all come good. He's mainly going to be a backup this season, but I've got him on loan from Everton. I just went down the list of all the players that are available on loan and tried to get the best ones possible. Succeeded with some I didn't, and I did the same with free transfers as well, really. Just the usual thing that you do when you're at this level and have no money to spend. Another player on loan from Liverpool, another Dane, Jep Hayes. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce the O with the line through the middle. I know it's sort of a very Viking thing, I guess. It makes you think of Vikings and Asterix and Obelix. Do you remember them? Those comics? Used to love them. So yeah, he is a good centre-back as well, and he will be probably partnering Jack Holland or Elsdon at the back. He is actually better than those two, I would say. If we look at the report from my assistant, he is a better defender than Holland and Elsdon, but maybe Holland and Elsdon would be the more sensible option to go with, because he's only 18. But then again, if he's good enough to play, isn't he? He's good enough, he's old enough, basically. Free transfer, Ali Koulibaly, who's a defensive midfielder, can play midfield as well, and he has come from Whitehawk, which is a strange choice because considering they got relegated last season, bottom of the league. But he's a solid player. He's a good midfielder. Compared to what I have, he's my best defensive midfielder, and in midfield he's pretty good as well, pretty solid. So I'm hoping he does a job for me. Doesn't look spectacular, but we'll see how he turns out. Roland Dyer, another central midfield. He's come on loan from Stoke, only 18 years old. He's another sort of perhaps periphery player that may play. He's got good passing, good work rate, so hopefully will work hard for me. Now these players probably aren't really good enough for League 2, but I'm hoping my tactic comes good. I'll show you the season preview in a minute, but it doesn't look good for us as usual. Backup keeper, I've only got this guy on loan for 3 months just to see what he's like, because I don't want him to be at my club and then moaning because he's behind Lovelock. But I will give him a run out against Wolves, and we'll see how he compares to Lovelock, really, because he's actually at a similar ability to Lovelock already, despite the fact he's only 18. And he's on loan from Spurs. He was on loan at Chesterfield last season, but didn't play a single game, and that was in League 1. So he's dropped down a division this season. So I'm hoping he's good enough, and if he is, then I'll get him on loan for the rest of the season. He might be better than Lovelock, but I really want to give Lovelock a good go because he's been so good for me at times. Obviously makes the odd mistake, but he's so crucial to some of my matches. He won me so many games last season. And lastly, Lewis Nagy on loan from MK Dons. Looks a really good player. I got Paul Murphy on loan from MK Dons last season, but this guy is an improvement on him, I would say. Very good passing, some good mental attributes there. And he scored a goal in pre-season. Had few good games for me in pre-season, and he looks good, and he probably will be in the first team if he performs well. Then definitely. I'm paying all his wages. He's the only loan player I'm actually paying all his wages, but I think he's a cracking signing. I hope he is anyway. So the squad is reasonable size. Obviously, relying on a lot of loan players may not be a good thing. I might try and pick up a couple more free transfers before the end of the transfer window, because I still have some money left over to spend. You may have seen 2.33k a week left. In regards to ongoing projects, we found a new senior affiliate. That was Rochdale. Haven't loaned any of their players though, but they do give me a bit of money every year, so that's good. They're expanding the stadium because that needs to be done, and they're also, I've managed to convince them to improve their youth facilities. So they're actually starting to spend a bit more money now. Now that I'm untouchable and they love me, perhaps they're willing to spend a bit of money, because we need to. We need to do that, to fight it out in League 2, because if we look at League 2, it's going to be really tough. Because as usual, wrong one. We're predicted to finish bottom, 2,000 to 1 to win the league, and that's, the next best is Cheltenham, 1,000 to 1. So we really are favourites to go down. Odds on favourites. Our two best players, you can see here, Sam Muggleton and Paul Mitchell on loan from Reading. So we're relying on those two according to the media. It's going to be really tough compared to some of the teams like Peterborough. They have a player that's worth 650k, and Newport County as well. So it's going to be, that's a loan player, but it's going to be really tough this season. But maybe we can pull it off, because last season we were predicted to go down, remember? So who's to say we can't do that again? So let's get on with this first match. We've never played Port Vale before, and they're, a solid sort of League 1/League 2 team. They've always been there, haven't they? Okay then, so the team I've gone with, I haven't even picked the team. I need to pick the team. There we go. As if by magic it's done. So I think that's only 5 loan players. Good. I've had to go with Lee Jones, my young keeper, on the bench, because there's no point having Bailey on the bench and wasting one of the loan options that I can have. So this is the team. Lovelock, Clausen, the Danish right back, Holland, and I've gone with O'Houge. So 2 Danes in the back 4. And then Muggleton at left back. We've got Nagy, Koulibaly, Reece in midfield. Kate's injured, unfortunately. He got injured for 4 months, I believe. I don't know how long he's got left. 5 to 7 weeks. That's a real blow, because he was very good last season. And Sam Wright's also injured, so I can't play him in midfield either. Although I think Koulibaly is actually better than him in the middle. JB on the wing, Faulkner on loan from Southampton, and Mitchell on loan from Reading up front. So 5 loan players in there. I think I've got a minimum of 6 players trained in England for 3 years before 21st birthday. I've got 15 in there, so that's pretty much everyone. And then maximum of 5 loan players, got 5. Maximum 4 loan players from Liverpool, I've only got 2. So there we go, perfect. Let's get on with this match. Hey everyone, I've just been talking for the last 3 minutes thinking that I was recording. We're already 6 minutes into the game. Absolute noobish error, but it doesn't matter, it's still 0-0. I just looked over and thought, oh wait, it's not recording, which is just an error. So this is the team, we've looked at that. I've gone with attacking flexible, and these are the instructions. So it's similar to what I had for last season. So there we go, and they're playing a 4-4-2. The only player I recognise is Blair Turgot, ex-West Ham player, on the right wing. He's now 25 on this, and here he goes on the attack. Here he goes again, but Muggleton comes in. Now my team's so different to the playoff final. It's a brave move from me. Mitchell's through, and he doesn't finish. Maybe Ryan Bird would have finished that. His finishings, he's only got 11 on finishing, but he's got some good dribbling. Muggleton, Mitchell, sorry, that was Mitchell, heading it. He's had 2 chances now, and we've had the only clear-cut chance of the game. Muggleton on the ball now. Lobs it to no one. That was a bit of an awful ball. Here they go. This is going to be a chance for them, isn't it? Oh, but Clausen gets in well there. Puts it into Reece. Poor first touch. Was that offside? It was, thankfully, because he stuck it away. But now they're on the attack again. Uh-oh, that was a goal that time. Malcolm Burrows, a regen, scores against me from a free kick. Not good, guys. team looking frustrated. I'm going to tell... Don't use this very often, but let's tell them to, calm down, basically. Calm down, guys. Don't need to look nervous. Just play your natural game. And we can score. I'm like orchestrating here. Here they go again, though. It's not looking good. It's a good ball, headed away brilliantly, but they're still on the ball. Get in there, guys. Uh-oh, Lovelock catches, thankfully. Oh, he's just... We're not playing the ball well here. Maybe I need to go short passing. It's 2-0. This is not looking good at all. Shorter passing, we'll see how that works, because we're just lobbing it to them basically, and it's not working. Perhaps direct football. You'd have thought direct football would work in League 2 because you're just sort of lumping it, but maybe we need to think of something else. We're on the ball here, Muggleton. Faulkner. Come on, do something please. Put in a good cross. That's what we need. He's running down the left. Great ball. Mitchell. JB needed to score that. That's our second clear-cut chance of the game, and we haven't taken the chances. That's our problem. We've had more shots, more clear-cut chances, which is encouraging, but we need to be sticking them away. Show something else in the second half. That's what we need to do. Mitchell didn't take his chance. JB didn't take his chance. At least it's sort of encouraging that we're actually creating chances. Joe Allen's going to come on for Koulibaly because he's on a yellow. Good old Joe Allen. He's young, 17 now. He's got an actual contract rather than just earning slave wages, £5 a week. Muggleton. Oh dear, we're losing the ball here. It's back in. Clausen heads away. JB, do something with it, please. Nagy up the pitch to no one. Don't think we're going to get a win here on the first day of the season. It's going to be tough. Like I said, it's going to be a really tough season, and if we can survive, that's the main thing. The good thing about this division is there's only 2 that go down, so I'm really hoping that ends up being 2 weaker teams than us. Clausen does well there. Mitchell works some magic. Faulkner. Reese scores. Great goal. Lovely play from us there. The short passing worked well there, and we played it beautifully. Mitchell started that attack there. Faulkner with the good ball. Reese took it round that man with a good first touch, and a perfect finish from him. Probably my best midfielder. Gave him a new contract, so he's on a full-time contract now. We need to make a change though if we're going to win this game, and I'm going to take off Mitchell and bring on Bird, and I'm going to take off... JB's not had a good game, has he? I'm going to bring on Symington because he can actually play the right wing as well, so he's good with the free kicks and the long shots, so maybe he can do something on that right wing for me. Create something maybe as well. Create an assist. He got so many assists last season, so perhaps he'll do that again. Come on guys, maybe we need to go a bit more fluid or something for the last 20 minutes or so to try and get back in this game. Howes is going to get sent off on his debut. That's not good. Unnecessary tackle from him. Oh dear. We're going to have to play... I think Clausen can play centre-back. And then I'm going to have to drop someone to... I think Reese to right-back. He's quite tired, so he's probably not got so many legs in midfield now. So if we just go to that... And then I'm going to go 4-4-1, and we're going to go route 1, I think. It's this... The reason... You probably have noticed that this is really laggy in match. It's because when I'm recording it just seems to make the game really laggy. It's not usually like this when I'm not recording. Basically I need a better computer one day. It's not bad, but I will be getting a better one at some point. Hopefully at the end of this year. Yeah, we'll go route 1. And pump ball. And hopefully that will work. Red card in the first game. Great. We got so many reds and yellows last season as well. I haven't even got it on. I don't think I've even got get stuck in on at the moment. They're going to have to go overload even though we're down to 10 men. We're relying on Ryan Bird to latch onto a really long ball that the defence miss. But we were on the ascendancy there. I think we could have gotten an equaliser if we hadn't got that red card. So Al Haj, really annoying. And it's 3. Lovelock didn't react to his parry, which is annoying. Oh, it's offside. Was it offside? No, it wasn't. What? Why did it just come up with offside? That game, why is it confusing me like that? Oh my. Never mind. We've lost this first game. Although maybe we can get another consolation goal. Symington's gone for it from long range. He's got 16 on long shots. Decided to have a pop. We've had more shots, more clear-cut chances, more possession than them. That's encouraging. We may have lost this game, but there's encouraging signs. And we were down to 10 men for the last 20 minutes. So there were lots of positives. I'm going to go with that. Because we actually played pretty well. Unfortunately, we just conceded too many goals. So I'm going to take on Wolves now, and that will be, we'll do that and then we'll end the episode there. My fans are pessimistic ahead of this game. That's not good, but good season ticket sales, I think. Yeah, double, because we're up into the Football League. That's great news. And obviously the stadium's been expanded. So, yeah, positives. Despite that first defeat against Port Vale, I'm positive now that we're putting a good performance. So I'm positive we can stay up at least anyway. Pretty annoying that we have to play this game 2 days after the league match. And we're playing a strong team in Wolves as well. So, it's not going to be easy at all. My team's going to be tired, so I'm going to change it up. We're going to go with Bailey at the back. I don't think loan rules apply in this. We can probably play everyone we want to. I'm going to play Elson instead of Holland and play John Lewis instead of O'Houge. I'm just going to mix it up. We're likely to lose this game anyway. I'm not saying that I'm just putting out a weaker team for that reason, but we need to keep the team fit. Everyone's pretty, not massively knackered, but the team are relatively tired after that game. Joe Allen's going to play instead of Reece. I'm going to put Manel on the bench. No. Let's go with Bird up front. Yeah, go with Bird up front. Who else can play? Manel Roberts is a young centre-back. Roland Dyer can come onto the bench because I think we can have as many players as we want. I'm actually going to play him instead of Koulibaly in midfield. So look at all those lone players. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll go with that. We'll stick with Faulkner and JB. And I'll stick Symington in for Clausen as well. Give Symington his first start for the club. Let's see how we get on then with this rather experimental loany signing. That's a loany sign? Loaning. Ignore what I've just said. That was just cocked up. This team filled with loan players. That's what I was trying to say. They're playing a 4-1-2-1-2 formation, but with no one in the middle. It's really open, so maybe we can expose that. We've got 3 guys in the middle, remember. Let's give the fans a performance to cheer for, and we will run at the defence. We're going to get stuck in against this tougher team than us, but I'm going to keep it on attacking flexible. We're at home, remember, so you never know. And we have performed well against 2 championship teams in pre-season, getting draws against Blackburn and Rochdale. But this is a competitive game. It's a completely different story. And they're on the attack straight away with that free kick. JB gets in there, but they're still on the ball. Uh-oh, good save by Bailey. Maybe he can stake a claim for being my number 1 keeper. Although, remember, he's only here for 3 months, so I would have to extend his loan, the loan signing of him, if he is better than Lovelock. But then again, he's using up another loan position in my team. I'm only allowed 5, remember? So, yeah, that if I get him permanently, then I'm going to have 6 players probably in the first team when I only had 5. So someone else would have to drop out. It's just something to think about. JB, we've got a chance here. Bird tackled. We had the chance from the corner. That's a clear-cut chance, I think, as well. Yeah, both had a clear-cut chance. Warren into Allen. Gives the ball away. Usually good at passing. Gives that one away. Well, intercepted pass anyway. And they're on the attack. This looks dangerous. Warren, it's somehow not gone in the back of the net. I don't know how, but it didn't go in. Whether it was a save by Bailey or it hit the crossbar, I'm not 100% sure. They've won a free kick though, and Naji's on a yellow. And that's headed behind by Symington. Well intercepted. There's like 3 of my players went for it there, I think. Can we get rid of it? Uh-oh, looks dangerous. It's somehow tipped over the bar by Bailey again. Good save. And we're on the back foot here. We really are at the end of this half. And it's in the back of the net finally by Wolves. It was going to... We couldn't hold out forever, could we? Let's see this. It was just a right old scramble. Warren got in there, but it was stuck home. Bailey probably could have done better, but it was from close range. We've been unlucky so far. What should I do? Faulkner's not really done anything. I'm going to bring Capitani on for him and play him as an inside forward. Like last season, he had a very good season as the inside forward. And see what he can do in the second half. We will go back to a higher tempo, I think. Higher tempo, be more expressive. Let's see what we can do. And try and pin Wolves back and get an equaliser. Would be nice. Although extra time would be even more of a burden on my team. But it would be nice to try and get through one round of this League Cup. At least. But doesn't look likely at the moment, does it? Nothing happening. Team looking not so good with the ratings. Dyer and Allen. Oh no. Allen's frustrated now. Very frustrated. Now he's looking furious. I think I'll take him off. Allen can come off for Pigton, who has only got 1 star apparently, but he can create stuff from corners, remember. And Dyer's really not having a good game. I'm going to bring him off for Koulibaly. There we go. Keep Ryan Bird on. Would like him to try and get a goal. Come on guys, please, do something. Bailey's had a good game on a 7.0. We're going to have to go... Oh, Warren's injured. Have to go overload. Take more risks. Just pump it up there and see if we can somehow grab an equaliser in the last few minutes. We've been unlucky to lose this game. 4 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. It's the end of the game. They've got a free kick and that's well wide. So we start the season with 2 defeats. But I would say that was unlucky. Not disappointing, per se. We didn't get a goal, but we're against a team 2 divisions above us, remember. So 2 defeats to start the season. We only lost 6 games all season last season in the league. Then a couple of losses like FA Cup and FA Trophy, I guess. So I suppose we only really lost 8 games last season. And we've already lost 2 now. And we've got Carlisle Cheltenham, who were conference champions last season. So that is a game we have to try and win. Second favourites to go down, remember. So I don't know whether it's a tough start or not, really, because the League 2, League 1, Championship, they're all very unpredictable. Any team, you look at the teams and think, oh, they've got a bit more money, they've got a bit more strength and depth. But it doesn't always work out that way. Next video will be around about here, I guess. I'll see just how far I get before I need to record another video. But thank you for watching this first episode of my 6th season in charge of Chumps City. Wish me luck. Maybe let me know where you think I'm going to finish next season in the comment section below. This season, sorry. And yeah, have a good day. I'll see you in episode 51.